Kanye's West business portfolio has suffered another blow as the company behind the STEM player used to release Donda 2 ended their relationship. The tech company behind the STEM player has already released new versions of the device, which are now open for any artist to upload their music. Stay with us till the end to know more. I told Kanye not to take the path he's on, said company co-founder and CEO Alex Klein. We've told him that we're unable to work together when he's spouting racial conspiracy theories. There's no agreement. Ye made waves when he announced that instead of distributing his 11th studio album through traditional models, Donda 2 would be made available only through STEM Player, which he promoted as his own platform. The idea was for fans to be able to customize tracks with the ability to control drums, vocals, bass, samples, and more. But fans probably didn't expect Donda 2 to be available only through that format, and neither did Apple, which canceled Ye's sponsorship deal in response to the February release announcement. Kano went on to sell 100,000 units of the Donda 2 preloader STEM player, which sold for $200. To date, Klein reports the device has been used to remix over 1 billion plays of songs, 90% that has nothing to do with Ye. While Ye's recent anti-Semitic comments were the final factor that forced Kano to split with the rapper, Klein said their relationship had issues from the start. Unfortunately, Kanye didn't want to allow other music artists on the platform, he explained. It was a disagreement we had trouble resolving. Kanye West responded to Klein's hesitation to prevent other artists from accessing the platform by offering to buy Kano, which specialized in highly customizable tech products. Before sharing his company decision with the LA Times, Alex Klein opened up about his ongoing conversation with Kanye West over various online platforms. He first revealed on Reddit that Ye tried to call me a racist when I gently told him that it was not a good idea for him or STEM to attack an entire race of people. Earlier this month, Klein went into more detail during a Discord chat. Good engineering is about having the right information and acting on it, he wrote. At the end of the day, as long as what's flowing through is hatred of a particular ethnic group, it's going to be very difficult for us to collaborate creatively. Unfortunately, Alex Klein and his company will be tied to Kanye West in at least one area. Ye and Kano have been named as co-defendants in 2 copyright infringement lawsuits connected to samples featured on Donda 2. A lawsuit filed on behalf of an artist, Marshall Jefferson, alleged that Ye's Flowers included an unauthorized sample of the 1986 house music hit Move Your Body. Another lawsuit was filed by Phase One Network, which oversees the Boogie Down production catalog for the South Bronx by KRS-One and DJ Scott LaRock. A sample of the hip-hop classic appears on Life of the Party, featuring Andre 3000. The song more prominently samples the Dramatics' 1975 song I Was the Life of the Party, as well as snippets of Biggie's Hypnotize, Urban the Spices, Cannibal Cutie, and the viral video of DMX confronting his daughter while on an amusement park ride. Ye's loss of a contract with Kano is the latest in a string of corporate pushback from comments made via social media and interviews on platforms including Piers Morgan Uncensored and Drink Champs. The later was deemed so inflammatory that Revolt chose to pull the interview from all platforms less than 24 hours after its premiere. Other companies to publicly distance themselves from Kanye West include JP Morgan Chase, Gap, Adidas, Balenciaga, and his talent agency Creative Artists Agency. With Forbes estimating $1.5 billion of Ye's net worth coming from the Adidas deal alone, the loss of this recent deal's cost the Chicago rapper his status as a billionaire. He's now worth an estimated $400 million. Alex Klein's technological innovations have passed through the hands of some of the most powerful people in government, music, and business. Barack Obama, Microsoft CEO, former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, and former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg have all toted the 32-year-old's music creation devices, personal computers, and software. This year, his company, Kano, introduced a sand dollar-shaped digital music player that he hoped would become both a transformative, new way to listen to music and a distribution platform. One particular fan of Kano's STEM player, however, annoyed Klein. Kanye West, the artist now performing as Ye, released his latest album, Donda 2, exclusively on STEM player in February. It looked like a coupe for Klein's company at first, a futuristic iPod DJ booth sculpture, music, and an album package from the fashion titan. 8 months later, West is reduced to tears over the anti-Semitic, conspiratorial, and far-right tirades that have vaporized his career. His record deal with longtime label Def Jam ended. Talent agency CAA dropped him, and fashion partners like Adidas, The Gap, and Balenciaga cut ties or let contracts expire, potentially costing him billions. Klein was one of the last collaborators to team up with West before his spiral. This left his promising technology company with a flagship product whose most famous users insulted himself, insulted Klein, and tried to take control of his firm. West and Kano also face a licensing lawsuit over West's sampling on Donda 2. Klein told the Los Angeles Times that over the past year, Kano was excited about what he had accomplished with the stem player, and that his emotions have since been tempered by deep disbelief in West's actions. He's hopeful the company can move on from its partnership with West, and he's already launched a new iteration of the device onto which any artist can upload their music. But after surviving a front row seat to the rapper's collapse, Klein's trying to make sense of who Ye's become. Kanye is very funny and can be very articulate, Klein said in an email interview from his home in London. But these recent things are very different. A soft-spoken, refined engineer with dark glasses and an indie rocker uniform of plaid button-downs, Klein founded his company 8 years ago with a home-build laptop kit and software. Kano has now sold over 1.5 million units of its various products and has over 100 employees. In 2019, they had high hopes of the new stem player to change how artists and fans physically interact with music. Soft-coded speakers break down tracks into components, vocals, drums, bass, and arrangements, and users can remix them by hand. Our physical products are more human, Klein said. You can build them like Legos. Artists on STEM's platform will own the rights to their music, charge whatever they want, and keep all profits on the content. In 2019, West reached out to Kano, struck by the company's tactile approach to computing. West, at the CES trade show in Las Vegas, told me he wanted that dope clear tablet joint, Klein said, referring to a demo of one of Kano's computers. I bought a set of our tech for his house, which he loved. He asked me if he could put his album on the speaker device. He also asked me to teach him how to code. Although Klein was aware of West's volatility, I was always a fan of his music, he said. There was so much beauty in each of the materials we were hearing in the studio. I loved working with him. I loved him as a person. We spent time together in Cody, Wyoming, where the music for Jesus is King was created, which was a memorable time for which I'm very grateful. Meanwhile, to escape the excitement surrounding the launch of the stem player, Klein and his group of friends climbed Mount Blanc, Europe's highest mountain, this summer. Like many in West orbit, he had to reconcile the ugliness of West's recent decline with the music he loved. In Stem Player, there's at least one elegant solution for this. Stem lets you customize the music, Klein said. You can turn Ye's voice off if you want. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you up in the next video.